all the young kids. It's really difficult to say because I can feel it looks similar arrangement. When Chinky Ka Papa was giving a speech in one of the movies which I watched when I was a kid, and he was dean, and his class was like this, and he asked one question, your hand will shake when you will do an operation of one of your wife or maybe one of your relative. I think my hand is shaking because maybe I'm a bit more emotional today. It's really an opportunity for me. I'm thankful to I.I.M.U.N, Rishabh Bhai, and all of you. That it's an opportunity for me that I'm sharing my thoughts with you, especially in Oxford. How many of you recognize the second symbol? Raise your hand those who can recognize the second symbol. That's a huge number.
State Bank of India.
Any shortcut for that?
Yes.
And SBI stands for Sir Boman Irani. So, in one of our parliament, even when I realized that he was conferred as knighthood and he became Sir, then I realized that I should call him Sir Boman Irani. And then when I was Googling, then I find out that this is his new symbol. So, congratulations, sir. Okay? What I will discuss, it's not about myself, it's not about you, it's basically about humans, it's about our journey. Where we are today, it's not just last 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, it's basically a journey from last billions of years. This is where we were, this is where we are today, it took billions of years. When we became human beings, I think it took more than 1 billion years just to develop our writing skills. A lot of animals, they can't write, they can't do many things. I don't know, is this artificial intelligence that the photograph is changing automatically? But it depends on various factors. What are we sharing between UK and India? That's also an amazing aspect because once upon a time, we all were part of the same journey. So what I will talk, it's about the shared journey, it's about the shared legacy, it's about the shared history, it's about mutual respect, it's about what exactly we have shared in the last, all these billions of years. You will not believe. From Wales to West Bengal, all those languages which we use, it can be Sanskrit, it can be Greek, it can be English, it can be Latin, it can be Bengali, it can be Gujarati. It can be any language, and all these languages originated from the same language, which we just named as Proto-Indo-European language, which is very close to Sanskrit language. So, technically, I am from the land of the Rajasthan, I am talking to you in Oxford, but in reality, from Wales to West Bengal, we have a shared history. We talk in terms of the same language. I also want to discuss about India is one of the biggest democracy in modern world today, and Britain was one of the pioneer of modern democracy, where basically Magna Carta was signed. So I'm going to talk about the shared history. It's not about that India has inspired UK or UK has inspired India. It's about basically mutual development, mutual respect. It's about the shared legacy. Maybe most of the Indians, everyone knows about Johnny, yes Papa, eating sugar, no Papa. Do you know about this? Yes. Similarly, every British person, they know about hockey, chai, pajama. They also know about thug. They also know about pandit. If we have exported words, we also imported words from there to here. You will find these words in Oxford Dictionary. That's the shared history. So today, I will talk about a few more things, but I want to start our today's journey from a beautiful picture which I took. This picture is from Brighton and Hove. It's a small town near the sea beach. This gate is called Jaipur Gate. This was maybe 150 or 200 years ago. Maharaja of Jaipur basically donated this gate to British Empire. They established this in near Brighton. There's a small town. It's called Hove. Why I love it? It's not just because I'm from Rajasthan. I love it. There is one phrase written which you can see clearly, and in this phrase in Latin, it means ex-Oriental and ex-Occidental means from the East it comes the light, from the West it comes the law and reasons. People, those who are in the West, they know from the East, sun will rise in the East. Civilizations will rise in the East. Spirituality will rise in the East. In the West, law will rise. Maybe science will rise. And I think, I personally believe present civilization, which we call globalization, like Kunal was saying, when you're talking about the food, and someone said, oh, we should not disturb the authenticity of the food. I think if any Chinese will go to Gujarat and he will eat Chinese food, he will realize it's really Chinese food. If any Italian will go to India and eat pizza, he will not believe that this is pizza. This is something different, isn't it? So this is about shared history, shared legacy, and this is a beautiful quote. When you said everyone invaded India just because of the spices, or maybe muslin from the Dhaka, there's much more to that. 400 years ago, around 1619, when Shakespeare was writing Hamlet, same time, a lot of people, they created a company, they went to the king and they asked permission. We want to do something with India. That's called trade deal. Can you believe? Samay ka chakra ghum raha. Can you believe? After 400 years, India and UK both are very close to a free trade deal agreement. Both are trying. So it's just 400. You will not believe that in 1619, around 1615 probably, Sir Thomas Roe, he landed in Surat. He tried 3 years to start a business with one of the finest empire of the world, one of the richest empire of the world, and that was Indian Empire. And he didn't get audience with the Mughal Badshah Jahangir. And finally, all of you have visited Parliament?
Yes.
Did you see this painting in the Parliament?
Yes.
This painting is in Parliament because this was the beginning of British Empire in India. This painting is from Ajmer. I studied in Ajmer. Just outside this court, that's a very good curry kachori. And I always love that. But in this, Sir Thomas Roe is standing there, right in front of Jahangir, and he is just requesting, can we do a free trade deal agreement with you so that British Empire will be, or maybe British people will be beneficial. And it was done in 1619. I just want to tell you a simple story because he was not getting audience. And this is something where we need to learn, especially Indians. Jahangir's one of Jahangir's son was not well. They went to vet, they went to Hakim, they went to doctors everywhere, but he was not well. They went to Aulias, they went to saints everywhere, but he was not well, he was physically unwell. Sir Thomas Roe gave some medicine, he became well. Jahangir said, give him gold, weigh him, if he's 80 kilogram, give him 80 kilogram gold. Sir Thomas Roe said, don't give him the gold. Can you please give me permission to do trade with India? Jahangir agreed. He gave permission and Britain got permission to do trade with India. But what I have learned from this incident, it's not just about trade. आप सोचिए 400 साल पहले इन लोगों में अपने देश, अपने समाज, अपनी कंपनी के प्रति कितनी उत्तरदायित्वता थी कि उन्होंने अपने व्यक्तिगत हितों को अलग रखा और उन्होंने अपनी कंपनी और अपने देश के हितों को ऊपर. If he wants, he could have got 80 kilogram gold, he could have come back, he would have lived happily. But he prioritized his country's or his nation's interest rather than his individual interest. That's something which we They gave a lot of things to us. They sent a lot of governors, they sent a lot of viceroys. But we shared. We sent a Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak. Because as I said, it's not about one-way system, it's about two-way system. Krishna. It's from Kurukshetra, when he gave his knowledge about Gita, when Krishna's fame came to Europe. rich people, they didn't just stop. They gave Beatles, who sang beautiful bhajans. They gave John Harrison, who sang beautiful, amazing bhajans. You may know about Mirabai, but you should also know about Beatles, you should know about John Harrison. As I said, it's not about one-way system. This is about spiritual exchange. I think a lot of people, especially my age, or maybe those who are younger than me probably, they know about Sherlock Holmes, they know about Agatha Christie or P.G. Woodhouse. Do you know about this?
Yeah.
How many people read all these books or some of these books? Excellent. I can see these people are from this land. Do you know about this?
Yes.
I'm not talking about Vishal. Do you know about this guy?
Yes.
Okay. Did you read these books?
Yes.
Did you read her books?
Yes.
How many of you read Panchtantra? Amazing. How many of you read Bharatari's Niti Shatak? How many of you read Kalidas Abhigyan Shakuntala? This is not your mistake. I know, I'm really thankful, but this is not your mistake. It's a mistake from my generation. Or maybe a generation which was older than me. There was one person, his name was William Jones. He was from here. He came to India, and when he came to know about Abhigyan Shakuntala, someone said, if you will read the translation, you will lose the passion, you will lose the story, you will lose that interest. He went to a Pandit and he said, I want to learn Sanskrit. He said, no, I will not teach you. So he went to many Pandits, and finally one of the Pandits was agreed. He said, at morning 4 o'clock you will go to Ganges, you will take a dip, and you will come and stand in my veranda, and then I will teach you Sanskrit. Sir William Jones did. Why? Because he really wanted to enjoy Abhigyan Shakuntala. We really do not care about old treasure. And I'm not blaming you, I told you clearly, this is something which we missed. It's our mistake. So, I said it's a shared legacy. William Jones has learned, but I think we need to learn a lot. When British people will talk about what exactly we gave to India, they will say, yes, we gave railways to you. But we also sharing. If you gave railway to us, now we are basically giving you Land Rover, Jaguar, Tetley. It's taken over by Tata, isn't it?
Yes.
Smaller version of Jaguar in India is called Puma. But we should not confuse between two different companies. What exactly we can learn from this society is we have to change British Standard Time and Indian Standard Time. If they will invite us, you should be here at 4 o'clock. We will think, okay, we will reach there by 5:30. That's a very common practice, isn't it? People here, they do not tolerate. You all will go back to India. I think try this. I lived there, I studied there, I did my job in India. I realized one thing, we do not care about time. This is also one observation which I have observed. In this society where I live today, and I'm really proud of my neighbors, this country, what exactly this country has given me, I have realized. In this country, in their brain they have a compartment. They have a compartment for their job. They have one compartment for their wife. They have one compartment for their children. They have one compartment for their XYZ girlfriends. They might have a compartment for different things. And they do not mix. If they are at work, they don't talk about their family, they don't talk about other things. They are very clear about it. In India, I realize we don't have any compartment. Everything is like mixed thali. At work, we will talk about what is happening at home. When we will go and see friends, we will think about work. When we will sit down with friends, maybe then we will start talking about something else. Everything is mixed up. it has created a lot of problems, but it is also giving some positivity. I'm truthful to you, it is giving few positivity, and I'll discuss about that. People here, they believe in YOLO. They believe you only live once. How many people know about this phrase, youngsters? Do you know? You only live once. It means you have to live in the present moment. Our problem is, when you're in the hall, you're worried about, oh my God, what I will eat in dinner today. When you will go to the dinner, you will think about, oh my God, tomorrow afternoon, what I will do. We are worried about future, or we are thinking about past. We do not live in the present moment, we don't enjoy. That's one of the biggest human problems, that we don't enjoy. And that's why I said they live in present moment. And we need to learn from them. If you're at work, think about work. If you're at home, think about kids. If you're with family, think about family. But it doesn't happen. When Bowman sir is here for speech, he will not think about speech. Maybe he's thinking what exactly my wife is thinking and what she will tell me after this event and what she will do tomorrow. She will tell me why I didn't go to Oxford Street for shopping and why we came for this lecture. Tomorrow when he will go for the shopping, then he will think, oh my God, yesterday I missed this. Tomorrow when I will go to flight, I don't know whether to do this. We don't live in the present moment. We should enjoy each and every present moment. Wherever we are, if we are sitting here physically, we are in the mobile. And then I think sometimes we are on a different tangent. That's why, as you said, sir, when we are repackaging our Indian food, we need rebranding in the same way they did it. Yoga become yoga. Meditation become mindfulness now. And they're already rebranded, repackaged. In every corporate industry, we are doing this now. This is a very common picture in every household. What do you think? What are these ladies doing? Gossiping or chugli, you know? We all hate, but I'm telling you frankly, we all hate this, but Indian tradition gives us space to do all these gossips. So we, at home, when we, after doing gossip, we feel so relaxed. After gossiping 2 hours, then we will say, so, gossip is very important for our mental fatigue, for our mental wellness. It's really important.
Yeah, they look happy.
So even after the event, when you will observe a few things, you will go in the corner and you will talk about 20 minutes. You will feel so good. This is an important aspect of your life. When you do gossip, people here, they don't do gossip. That's why they have problems. They feel lonely. You will not believe. That's why we have a minister of loneliness in this country. Do you know? In UK, you have a minister of law. You have a minister of finance. You have a minister of home. We have a minister of loneliness also. Because they don't have the system. So I hope we will teach them, we will rebrand them, and we will tell them how to do. Gossip is not good word. Just say chugli. There's one more thing. I know a lot of people, even in previous meeting I saw in 1919 when the Jallianwala Bagh happened, a lot of people said that Britain should officially apologize. Do you know how many people died or how many people were killed in that massacre? How many? 1,000 people. Okay, 1,500 people. Numbers may be debatable, but it may be around 1,500 or 2,000 people. In 1943, when there was a Bengal famine, there are a lot of things which I can tell today. Oh, what do you think? How many people died? Any guess?
2 million.
Around 2 to 3 million people died in Bengal famine just because of lack of food in 1943. And we all Indians, or maybe a larger section of British society, that's basically the good nature of the British society. They believe these acts were not good. They don't accept. Even I don't carry baggage from the history, but we need to be truthful and we should stand with the right side. But you will not believe, I will just give you one example. In World War I and II, in World War I, 1.5 million Indians served 120,000 Indians died or they were missing in World War I. In World War II, 3 million civilians died, 87,000 Indian troops, either they are missing or they died. That's a huge number. Unfortunately, no one owns these World War I and World War II soldiers. Neither Britain nor India. आजाद भारत ने इन वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 और 2 सैनिकों के साथ न्याय नहीं किया. This is goosebumping, but I'm just telling you the truth. उन्होंने उसके साथ कोई न्याय नहीं किया कि जिन लोगों ने पूरी दुनिया में, it's from Middle East, it may be Haifa, it may be even the Suez Canal or different places. दुनिया भर में लाखों भारतीय सैनिक मारे गए. Till today, we don't recognize them except Haifa heroes, Jodhpur Lancers, Mysore Lancers, and Hyderabad Lancers, those who fought and they liberated Haifa. But मुझे नहीं लगता कि आजाद भारत ने उनके साथ कभी कोई समझौता किया या उनके साथ कोई सम्मान दिया. So, this is something which we need to understand if we share a legacy, if we share history. The modern world where we are standing today, Indians basically, as I explained you, millions of Indian soldiers died to set up this new modern democratic world order. But we really supported them. This is just one picture. I'm just showing you this picture with proud because maybe one of my known cousin, Maharaja of Ganga Singh from Bikaner is in the center. But this is also a shared legacy. The trousers which he is having, or the trousers which I have today, these trousers are popular as Jodhpurs. They are known as breeches, but in Europe they are known as Jodhpurs. You will not believe in World War I and II. Every army was having Jodhpurs. Still they are very popular. And it was discovered, or maybe first time stitched in London. Maharaja of Eder, who was Prime Minister of Jodhpur, Sir Pratap, he came here, he lost his luggage. He thought what to do. He thought he took a very thick cloth, used this part as a Gujarati chorno, and from the top he just used trouser and he basically made it, and it became so popular. And today, still they use it Jodhpur. I'm proud because my surname is Jodha. My ancestor Rao Jodha in 1459 set up a city which is called Jodhpur, and these trousers are in his name. So I must be proud of this. This is a picture about yourself or mine. This is your age, even my age, in Bowman's age. Just to come out of house, fly, learn new things, change perspective, absorb new things. When you go back home, collect fresh ideas, apply them in your life. When I was a kid like you, I was sitting in one hall, I can visualize, I was in university in Ajmer, and people were talking about this, and someone mentioned, and I still remember, they said, in West we have a philosophy. Jo kamayega wo khayega. If you're doing well, you will enjoy the life, isn't it? But in East, you have a philosophy. Jo janmega wo khayega. Jo kamayega wo khilayega. You will not believe, you can ask your dad or you can ask your parents. The moment when they started earning, the first thing which they did, they started sending money to home. They started giving money to their parents so that parents can take care of the whole family. So, this is our belief. Probably you should learn this. Jo kamayega, wo khilayega. This is where you should go in future. This is what I was showing you in the beginning of today's program, what they wanted to show you, but I will take you to the same gate again. We entered through this Jaipur gate. We will leave through the Jaipur gate. In the other side of the Jaipur gate, there's one more phrase written in Sanskrit. Yato dhan stato jay. Where there's a virtue, there's a victory. If you are on the right path, you will win. If you are on the wrong path, one day you will lose. So, you need to learn from your community, you need to learn from your society, you need to respect your elders, and probably you will learn a lot. Live in present moment. Always ask one question, am I on right path or not? You do not need to ask anyone else. Ask your inner soul, am I on right path or not? As I said, because in the other side of the gate it is written, sun rises from the east, civilization rises from the east, spirituality rises from the east. You need to find out where exactly your spiritual background is, what exactly you need to do in life. This is what I can say, a shared legacy. It's not about what India has taken from UK or what UK has taken from India. After 400 years, maybe someone else will come, new type of universities will form, they will give speech, maybe there may be third free trade agreement, who knows? We never know. We always believe that humanity should thrive, humanity should prosper. This is what I'm expecting. I know our generation has made a lot of mistakes. We might not have passed that true knowledge to you. We made a mistake, but I'm expecting you should not make that mistake. Think about your own roots, think about your own culture, think about your heritage. If you are strong on your culture, your heritage, you will shine. You will rise like a phoenix. Thank you very much. Thank you.